The new brand, Kai, finally launches on November 1st, and she wanted to give you all a little preview. Here it is, the legging, paired with the baby tee. It's super comfortable, stretchy, and stylish. Now let's talk about the current buzz surrounding Kylie's new clothing line, KHY. Since its announcement on October 25th, 2023, it has faced significant criticism for its questionable quality and accusations of copying designs. The PR issues surrounding KHY are extensive, so let's dive in. The criticism. The Kardashians, including Kylie Jenner, have a history of business ventures that didn't quite take off, but Kylie's current flop feels especially abrupt. As usual, she's promoting fancy sweatpants and basic sweatshirts at luxury prices. KHY's launch appears to be a disaster, with weak designs and high price tags. Unfortunately, Kylie's store seems destined to become another failure. KHY collaborated with a brand called Nila to launch its first products. Nila, based in Berlin, is known for its wild designs and bold messages, which are often controversial or deemed graphic. While some adults find their clothes too outlandish, celebrities like Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion love them. Despite their strangeness, they are popular among stars who appreciate unusual fashion. The designs. For KHY's new launch, Kylie and Nila created some truly unique and eccentric pieces. They designed leather bodysuits with cutout sections. Imagine that, leather clothes with see-through cutouts. The designs included black fox leather jackets with wavy necklines and matching high-waisted leggings, featuring oval see-through holes along the legs. The necklines were particularly unconventional. While these innovative ideas certainly draw attention, they may be too extreme for some. However, the bold and strange designs align with Kylie's artistic vision. She intended these creations to make people take notice and ponder their uniqueness. Public reaction. Despite the excitement surrounding Kylie's new brand, fans are criticizing everything from the quality to the overall vision of this latest venture. It's clear that Kylie Jenner excels in branding, but with KHY, public opinion suggests that something is amiss. Kylie Jenner's new clothing line, KHY, is causing quite a stir. From accusations of design theft to concerns about quality, Kylie's PR team is working overtime to manage the fallout. The controversy began when small designer Betsy Johnson accused Kylie of copying her Fox Leather brand's concepts for KHY. Betsy publicly criticized Kylie for allegedly stealing her business plan and shared Facebook messages from fans who noticed the similarities. Betsy claimed that she had emailed Kylie's team details about her company's aesthetic and business model 6 months earlier, suggesting they had taken her ideas. The situation took a personal toll on Betsy, who shared her struggles with student debt from fashion school and her hard work to achieve success. This emotional revelation sparked an online debate about the originality of fashion ideas and the ethics of business practices. While some argued that no one can own ideas about leaderwear, others maintained that the timing and business strategies were too similar to be coincidental. The controversy added fuel to the backlash over KHY's quality and vision. Kylie has repeatedly stated that KHY is meant to be an affordable and accessible brand for her everyday fans, not just millionaires. She expressed her desire to design clothes that reflect her love for fashion and make them accessible to everyone. However, the reality of KHY's pricing has disappointed many fans. Despite promises of affordable fashion, some items like crop jackets cost almost $250, far exceeding what many of Kylie's young fans can afford. Adding to the disappointment, KHY's marketing strategy didn't include sending PR packages to influencers or using non-celebrity models. Reviews and photos primarily came from celebrities like Kendall Jenner and Hailey Bieber, leaving fans unable to see how the clothes look on everyday people. This lack of representation led to frustration in comment sections, with fans demanding campaign photos of real people wearing the items. Influencer comments and public reaction. Many fans are expressing their frustration with Kylie Jenner's new clothing line, KHY. One common complaint is that Kylie didn't send any products to influencers, so no one has seen these items on real people. Instead, the clothes have only been showcased by celebrities like Kylie herself, Kendall Jenner, Hailey Bieber, and a few others who attended the launch dinner. This lack of relatable marketing is a stark contrast to successful brands like Rare Beauty by Selena Gomez, which thrived by involving everyday influencers alongside celebrity endorsements. Fans are disappointed with the high pricing of KHY items. Despite promises of affordability, many pieces, such as crop jackets, are priced up to $250, making them inaccessible to a large portion of her audience. This has led to feelings of being misled, as the brand initially promised to deliver stylish yet affordable fashion. Quality concerns have also been a significant issue. Numerous fans have reported that the clothing is made from low-quality materials and suffers from poor fit and design. Complaints about inconsistent sizing, lack of stretch, and an overall cheap feel have contributed to the perception that the brand is overcharging for subpar products. There's been a noticeable disconnect between Kylie and her fans. Instead of addressing feedback and concerns about KHY, Kylie often promotes other brands, further alienating her audience. Fans expected her to be more involved and responsive, given the initial hype surrounding the brand's launch. One fan commented, "Exactly, I completely agree. Kylie didn't send anything out to influencers. No one has seen these products on anyone. We've only seen them on Kylie, Kendall, Hailey Bieber, and maybe Anastasia. But those are all celebrities. That's why brands like Rare Beauty do so well. They understand that while Selena Gomez is a huge help, they can't survive by only putting their products on her. They need real people to promote them too." Public backlash and marketing missteps. Frustration among fans grew when Kylie boasted online about her other brand, Kylie Cosmetics, winning a prestigious award. This was seen as another sign that KHY was a major flop even before it turned a year old. Followers were still waiting for relatable pictures showing everyday people wearing KHY and genuine reviews beyond celebrity endorsements. Instead of addressing these concerns, Kylie promoted an achievement for a different brand, making her seem out of touch with her audience. Her team needed to connect better with the fans that KHY was supposedly targeting. For KHY to recover, Kylie Jenner needs to realign her brand strategy with her fans' expectations. This involves lowering prices, improving product quality, engaging with influencers, and genuinely listening to and addressing fan feedback. Without these changes, the brand risks further damaging its reputation and losing its loyal customer base. Quality concerns and negative reviews. The real drama began when KHY orders started arriving at customers' homes. Reviews compared the clothes to toxic plastic burial suits, with complaints about the fox leather suits being particularly harsh. Customers noted that the clothes didn't fit well, lacked stretch and movement, and were generally uncomfortable. One fan humorously remarked that her KHY set was swallowing her curves faster than Tristan Thompson in a room full of Instagram models, highlighting the poor fit and design. Fans have raised several significant issues regarding Kylie Jenner's fashion brand, KHY, which has led to widespread disappointment and criticism. One of the primary concerns is the lack of influencer marketing. Unlike successful brands like Rare Beauty, which leverage influencer reviews to connect with everyday consumers, KHY's marketing strategy has been focused solely on celebrities. Fans have only seen the clothes on high-profile figures like Kylie Jenner, Kendall Jenner, and Hailey Bieber. This approach has made it difficult for fans to relate to the brand, as they have not seen the products on everyday people or influencers they trust. Another major issue is the pricing of KHY products. Despite Kylie's initial promises of affordability and accessibility, many items are priced much higher than expected. For example, crop jackets are being sold for up to $250, which is far beyond what many fans can afford. This discrepancy between Kylie's promises and the actual pricing has left many fans feeling misled and frustrated. The quality of KHY clothing has also been a significant point of contention. Numerous fans have reported that the clothes are made from low-quality materials and suffer from poor fit and design. Reviews have mentioned issues such as the clothes being too big or too small, lacking stretch, and having an overall cheap feel. This has led to the perception that KHY is overcharging for subpar products, further damaging the brand's reputation. Lastly, there is a noticeable disconnect between Kylie and her fans. Instead of addressing the feedback and concerns about KHY, Kylie has often been seen promoting other brands. This perceived neglect has alienated her audience, who feel ignored and undervalued. Fans expected Kylie to be more involved and responsive to their feedback, especially given the initial hype surrounding the brand's launch. Unboxing and initial impressions. Let's unbox and try out these pieces together. First off, I'm impressed by the shipping time. It took just a week for my package to arrive in Hong Kong. Kylie is completely involved in the brand, from designing to picking fabrics, so I have high hopes. I purchased 3 pieces, a dress and a matching leather set, totaling around $300, which isn't too bad. I bought everything with my own money. They didn't send me a PR package. I also avoided watching any reviews to keep my impressions unbiased. First impressions of the leather top are promising. It doesn't have that plasticky leather smell, and the material feels sturdy. However, the fit is a different story. While it looks exactly like the photo, I wish it molded to my body better. The front feels rigid and doesn't move with my body as much as I'd like. Despite this, I would wear it for a night out or dinner. The adjustable Velcro on the back is a nice touch. Sizing is another issue. Some people have reported that their clothes are too big. I should have sized down to an extra small. I knew the leather pants would be long on me since I'm 5'3". Even with heels, they're still too long. Again, I should have sized down to an extra small. The pants have potential but look a bit boxy on me. Perhaps I just don't have the curves to fill them out properly. The bodycon dress is another piece that I should have sized down. I'm usually a small, but I needed an extra small for this brand. While the side panels give the illusion of hips, the middle part sticks out awkwardly. The dress has the potential to be a snatched, cute outfit, but it's just too big on me. The leather top remains my favorite from this haul. KHY's puffer jackets, a turnaround. Before writing off KHY completely, let's talk about their next drop. A collection of puffer jackets released in early November 2023 in collaboration with luxury puffer label Entire Studios. These puffers are impressive, featuring bold colors and major details using fine, warm materials. One fan even mentioned spotting someone looking cozy and stylish in their new puffer jacket. Priced at $128, these jackets seem like a bargain and are built to last. The quality is far superior to the Fox leather suits. I tried out my KHY puffer jacket in an extra small on a 29 degrees day, and it kept me warm and comfortable. The only regret I have is not buying the long trench coat version since my legs were cold. The jacket itself is well designed with Velcro, zippers, and buttons. If Kylie released matching gloves and hat, it would complete the set perfectly. Overall, the puffers are a standout in the KHY collection and offer a glimmer of hope for the brand. The downside: basic sweatsuits. Unfortunately, the rest of the KHY collection, particularly the basic sweatsuits, didn't live up to expectations. Many customers felt that the thin, cheap-feeling fabric was comparable to what you'd find at a discount store, yet the prices were steep. Rumors circulated about packages arriving wrinkled and poorly made, with the synthetic polyester being as thin as paper. Charging $98 for basic sweatpants that could be found for a fraction of the cost at a place like Forever 21 left many shoppers feeling deceived. Final thoughts. The inconsistency in KHY's quality and pricing has left fans questioning the brand's direction. While the puffer jackets were a hit, other items, especially the basic sweatsuits, were seen as overpriced and low quality. This disparity has led to confusion and disappointment among fans who were expecting more from Kylie Jenner's brand. Kylie's brand needs to address these issues to regain trust and meet the expectations of her fans. It's clear that simply putting a high-profile name on a product isn't enough to ensure success. The brand must focus on quality, fair pricing, and inclusive marketing that involves everyday influencers and relatable models. Only then can KHY hope to recover from its rocky start and establish itself as a credible and desirable fashion line. Do the Kardashians need a family meeting? Kylie Jenner's latest fashion venture, KHY, is facing a wave of criticism from fans and fashion critics alike. Supporters are calling for the return of the smart, savvy boss Kylie of Kylie Cosmetics fame, rather than the one behind this questionable clothing line that feels like a wannabe Zara with bad ideas. Pricing and quality issues. If you thought the reviews on quality were rough, wait until you hear about the pricing scandal. Rumor has it that Kylie's designers spend about $7 sewing each pair of those basic sweatpants. They use the cheapest fabrics, yet slap a $98 price tag on them. This has left fans feeling deceived and outraged, accusing Kylie of greed. People are calling her out for tricking fans into buying overpriced basics, likening the cost of production to that of a Happy Meal. The backlash is intense, with social media users expressing their frustration and calling the whole situation a scam. Comparison to Kylie's swim disaster. Fans are drawing parallels between KHY and the infamous Kylie swim disaster from the summer of 2021. Kylie Swim was marketed as a sexy, standalone brand with promotional images showcasing Kylie's curves and stylish swimwear. However, the reality was far different. Customers received saggy, ill-fitting swimsuits made of cheap fabric with no structure or shapewear lining. The swimsuits were see-through and lacked UV protection, and the colors faded after just one use. The sizing chart was a nightmare, and many customers were left with swimsuits that were either too small or too big. Shipping delays only added to the frustration, and the line quickly sank. Kylie Skin and KHY, a series of flops. Kylie Jenner has had her share of business ventures, and not all have been successful. One of the most notable flops was Kylie Skin, her skincare brand. Despite the initial hype, the brand quickly garnered negative reviews. The infamous walnut scrubs were criticized for being ineffective and potentially harmful to the skin, while the vitamin C serums were described as watery and unpleasant. The products were seen as overpriced and underwhelming, with many consumers feeling deceived by the marketing that suggested high-quality ingredients when the reality was far from it. Overpriced basics and cash grab vibes. Many supporters felt tricked, as the products turned out to be comparable to those found on drugstore shelves, but with a much higher price tag. This minimal effort came across as a major cash grab rather than a sincere attempt at creating quality skincare. The backlash was severe, with customers expressing their dissatisfaction and pointing out that Kylie's name alone wasn't enough to justify the high prices. Kylie's latest venture, KHY, has not fared much better. Initial reviews for KHY products have been overwhelmingly negative. The vegan leather pieces were criticized for their poor fit and impractical design, particularly the pants, which were too long even for someone wearing 6-inch heels. The high prices for what many consider to be low-quality, basic items have left fans feeling frustrated and deceived once again. KHY's struggles are reminiscent of the Kylie Swim disaster in 2021. Kylie Swim was marketed with a lot of hype, but the reality was saggy, ill-fitting swimsuits made of cheap fabric with no UV protection. Customers were left disappointed by the poor quality and high prices, leading to a swift decline in the brand's reputation. The negative feedback surrounding KHY suggests that Kylie needs to reconsider her approach. Fans are calling for a return to the smart, innovative Kylie who built Kylie Cosmetics into a billion-dollar empire. Instead of producing overpriced basics and relying on her name to sell products, she needs to focus on quality and genuine value. Recommendations for improvement. To revitalize the KHY brand, several strategic steps can be taken. Firstly, hiring a creative director could inject fresh ideas and direction into the brand. This professional could bring a strong vision and expertise in fashion, guiding the design process towards more innovative and appealing creations. By having someone with a deep understanding of the industry at the helm, KHY can distinguish itself with unique and captivating designs. Secondly, establishing customer feedback panels would be instrumental in understanding the desires and preferences of the target audience. Direct engagement with customers allows for valuable insights into what they truly want from the brand. By incorporating this feedback into the product development process, KHY can ensure that its offerings resonate with its customer base and meet their expectations. Transparency in pricing is another crucial aspect that needs attention. KHY needs to align its pricing with the quality and production costs of its products. Overpricing items can lead to a loss of trust among consumers, while transparent and reasonable pricing builds credibility and fosters long-term customer loyalty. Lastly, a renewed focus on quality is imperative for KHY's success. Emphasizing high-quality materials and craftsmanship sets the brand apart from its competitors in the fast fashion market. By prioritizing quality over quantity, KHY can deliver products that not only look good, but also stand the test of time, enhancing the brand's reputation and appeal to discerning consumers. And that's a wrap, loves. We've delved into the highs and lows of Kylie Jenner's ventures, from the disappointing Kylie Skin to the troubled launch of KHY. While the road has been rocky, there's always hope for a comeback. Whether she needs to rethink her strategies, focus on quality, or bring in fresh creative talent, we're rooting for her to turn things around. What do you think, love? Can Kylie pull KHY out of this slump and surprise us with a stunning turnaround? Or is it too late for the brand to recover? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and let's get the conversation going. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more tea on the latest fashion and beauty trends. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, loves.